And that's liberal. Oh, how smart. Kill the blacks. Oh, how loving. Oh. And all the liberal groups are for it. And they've paid off the different African American and Hispanic groups to be for carbon taxes and local carbon controls in their communities. And, oh, Planned Parenthood's so liberal. See, actually killing black babies and Mexican babies, that's good. That's a loving, liberal, sweetie cake thing. But, oh, my goodness, if a local radio show starts telling jokes, making fun of racist about Hispanics, they've got to be fired. It's mind control. It's people trained to be into pettiness, trained to be into garbage. And so it's just a nation of idiots. I tune into talk radio. I read op-ed pieces, and they're always covering distractions and diversions or issues that don't matter. Or if they do cover an issue that gets into some real substance, they're wrong about the issue. And you've got a bunch of dumbed-down, shallow, stupid people. And they're tailor-made to be taken advantage of. And the problem we've got is those of us that are intelligent, are informed, are energetic, are entrepreneuristic, we got a problem because the elite have got a giant horde of dumbed-down fluoride heads that'll do anything for Big Macs and iPods. And they're going to use them as a weapon, and they're going to put them in uniforms, and they're going to gang rape us. So we got to stand up against them and inform as many people that are awake now, because it'll only take 5-10% of us standing up for these parasites to be driven off. Because parasites are cowardly, they're stupid, they're weak. They'll act tough, and they'll wear fancy black uniforms and give themselves all sorts of titles, and they'll strut around. But when push comes to shove, they fold. When push comes to shove, they fold because they're weak in the knees. They got a weak chin. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Mark in New York. Mark, you're on the air.
Yeah, Alex, first of all, thanks for being my friend, and I hope you accept to be mine, too. And I know how you're into American Indian history, and I picked up my Lakotas.
Not a lot, a little bit. I mean, I don't want to claim I'm some expert on that, but I have read quite a few history books on it. It's very interesting.
But I did a little research because I picked up the Lakota coins thanks to you, and I was wondering what the Constitution meant by enemies, foreign and domestic. So I picked up the Federalist Papers, thanks to you, and Hamilton, number 24, writes, it's only a sentence, give me a second, the savage tribes of our western frontier ought to be regarded as natural enemies. They're natural allies because they have most who fear from us and most who hope from them. Under Grant, when we had a depression, he sent the army out to go into the Black Hills, which was treaty to the Indians, massacred some of them, and took their gold away, Alex. Okay? And that squad ended up getting, I think it was 12 medals of honor, killing 103 Indians. 93 of them were women and children. And they called it the 7th Cal. And the 7th Cal was actually the first squad to go in Vietnam as well in 1965. And it just amazes me what we did to the Indian. And during World War II, they drafted them for the code. And if it wasn't for that code that they still can't break till this day, who knows where we'd be.
Well, it's another example of what governments will do to people. And if you think the globalists care about the American people, whether they be Native American, German, Jewish, Chinese, if you think the globalists care about you one scintilla more than they cared about the Native Americans, which they said were savages to be exterminated, there were British Army manuals on how to give them smallpox blankets that are over 250 years old. You got another thing coming. The elites don't just see us as cheap, our lives as cheap. They see them as negatives, that it's positive to kill us, and that's stated by the United Nations Biological Diversity Assessment 96, by State Department Memorandum 200, by the White House Science Czar's own textbook, I mean, you turn over any rock, read any of their writings, randomly walk into a biology department. If there's a university near you, randomly go talk to the head of the biology department, because the heads are always into this. If you go talk to a regular biologist, you might get a different opinion. I'd say 70% of the time you go talk to a biologist, they'll say, yeah, there's too many of us, we got to have eugenics, get rid of people. But about 95, or at least 90% of the time, you go to the biology department head, and it'll be a eugenicist. Just walk up to him in the cafeteria. Hey, doctor, whatever it is, tell me what you think about the Earth and its population. And so they're everywhere. They're in every position of power. They mean business. I appreciate your call. I mean, think of the power trip they're on. Think of how they know they're winning. And they are going to go on winning. Because the people are in a trance. And so they're going to go on sticking stuff in your food, sticking stuff in your water. They're going to continue as you get diabetes and cancer and become sterile or semi-sterile. So they made the decision to make everybody semi-sterile so that it's very, 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 very hard to get somebody pregnant. So women are almost sterile, men are almost sterile on average. 87% reduction in sperm count in the last 20 years in the United States, England, and Europe. And then they go out and do tests of Amish people, double-blind studies, and find they're not having the sperm count drop. Drink your water, drink it down. There you go. Take the medicine. It's for your own good. These chicken-necked, power-freaking, control-freaking scientists enjoy it. They love looking at you at church and in the airport, knowing they're running a soft kill on you. It's disgusting. And I, for one, have had enough of these bastards. What about you? And to all you cops that serve this corrupt system and all you military, you're not on the winning team either. You're in the boat with me, pal. I'm in the same boat with you. We may not even like each other, but we're in the same stinking boat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live, continuing with your phone calls, which I just love doing. Let's talk to D in Kentucky. Spin the wheel, see where the new caller takes us. D, you're on the air. Welcome.
Well, Alex, glad to be talking to you. And just to let you know, I didn't call to chastise you like the other guy did a while ago.
Hey, that's fine. I love it.
Well,
I am bad. I am filth. Everything is my fault. I am scum. Go ahead.
He's just like Obama anyways, calling you saying he supports you, but this is what's up. You know, but anyways.
Good for him. I love it.
If you Google in Kentucky, there's a place in just north of Lexington. It's called Bluegrass Station. It's where they have their L3 communications, does all the communications for pretty much the whole military. For the past 3 months, we've been observing. They've been bringing in Humvees left and right, left and right, left and right. We didn't know what they were doing. There's also a Field Logic Center up just above the hill of us where they do reinforcement. They haven't been going there. They've been going to L3. Well, at the place that I work, we did a delivery to the L3. So I don't really want to say this, but I do have the videotape of us going into behind the secure fence. You're not supposed I don't know what's supposed to be doing this, but I have it. And when I actually got inside, as far as the eye could see of these Humvees being installed with technology, like it was being set up for police cars. So I asked the lady, I said, what's the deal with all the Humvees? She was like, oh, you know, people just need them. And I was like, well, what average American needs a military Humvee with a computer and new communication systems put in? And I kind of just kept walking along, and I was like, look like somebody's getting ready for martial law. And the lady's just like...
Well, sir, we can edit the video where they don't know who you are, or you should edit it where you think it's safe and get it uploaded immediately. But this isn't your opinion. Remember, 10 months ago, they had the headline, Homeland Brigade starts tour in October, right along the time that Congress was being threatened with physical martial law. They didn't go along with it. And it states they're going to have Army and Marines ruling America. And they're going to have checkpoints, and they're going to run your license, and if you're on the list, you're going to a death camp. And these guys, for their paycheck, will do it in a second, because the feds are going to be staging bombings and terror attacks, saying that the American people are doing it. And they'll kill cops and put it on the news, the dead cops laying all over the ground. The cops will just go absolutely ape on the public. And because it's all about being savage and macho and evil and cool, and it's just going to be a giant bloodbath. At least that looks like where it's going. Now describe who L3 is, what the company is, what you witnessed.
Okay, L3 is a communications company that does all the private military. If the guy that was scared of helicopters, they're in and out of here, and they're the air assault copters, the ones that they not parachute, but the ones that they rappel down out of. And they've been coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Well, when you go into L3, it's armed guarded inside of Bluegrass Station, another separate part of it. And you can get on Bluegrass Station just through a security gate, but to get through there, you got to go through a full security check. When we went in,